Alright, so today I'm going down to 47th Street. Let's see what we find. Let's see if anybody will let us film in the store. That would be cool if I could film some watches. But I'll probably just film the outside. I'll probably just walk up and down 47th Street and film the outside. So let's go. Oh, I'm also gonna go to Wempy to check on my Submariner and also tell them that I want an Oyster Perpetual. So we'll see. I mean, I don't really want a ceramic sub. I already have my pre-ceramic sub, so you know, and I don't want to sell the watch that they give me. So I'm gonna change my, you know, registered interest to an Oyster Perpetual. And they also have a new, you know, try-on section for Rolexes. So, you know, Rolexes with not working movements that you can try on for size, and they're gonna have a lot of like the new watches that I've never tried on before, so we'll check that out too.
I know guys.
That's you're talking about Datejust or Oyster Perpetual?
Datejust. So how long you had this thing?
Maybe 6 months.
6 months? Beautiful, man.
You can actually buy one.
Yeah, how much?
22,000.
22? That's not so bad.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm in the market for a Hulk, I'll come back.
Then you make 1 million viewers.
1 million views, yeah.
You come and get it.
Yeah.
We gonna double it.
Here I walk up on GIA, which is the Gemological Institute of America, and they test and appraise diamonds so that they can be traded and sold responsibly throughout the jewelry industry. And then here I walk up on Pristine Jewelers. Looks like they have a nice selection in their window. Mostly Rolex, a lot of steel stuff, Datejusts, Yacht Masters, subs. Beautiful Yacht Masters, two-tone subs, Sea Dwellers, a lot of gold day-dates, and when these day-dates are sitting in the window like that, they just grab your attention. You know, your eyes just gravitate towards the day-dates. As much as I love the steel stuff, and I love me a day-date, especially this blue dial. Oh my god, what a gorgeous watch. Hey, how you doing?
How's it coming up?
It's pretty good. My lens, I don't have a great lens, so I can't get very close. But yeah, it's okay. You want to be on my video? In an interview?
I mean, it's my window, so I'm technically in.
So I continue walking down 47th Street, and you know, the interesting thing about 47th Street is everybody's hustling, everybody's, you know, on a mission somewhere, grinding, you know, including myself, I guess. Now here's a display with a lot of iced out stuff, not really my type of watch, not a lot of Rolex either, you know, a few here and there, that green dial date 8. But yeah, this iced out stuff, you know, it's not really for me. I find this stuff, you know, pretty ugly. Not everything is jewelry, you know, there's gold coins and, you know, just trading gold and trading diamonds without being a part of jewelry, you know?
13, 1.
Bye bye, Bluesy. It's your lucky day.
He's scaring me.
Don't get ripped off. Don't buy from me, but don't get ripped off.
I'm excited to have them really straight. Yeah, I mean, when I went to birth control, I got
How you doing, man?
So it's my twin sister's birthday.
Okay.
I guess mine too.
Okay.
I want to get her like a white gold necklace.
Yeah.
But apparently, if you're coming around here, maybe I shouldn't say this. They offered me a wild price.
Okay.
One of my friends, I just met him. He does jewelry. He told me I was totally getting ripped off. So
Really?
if you ever need to buy jewelry, just double check with your friends or people that you know before.
Yeah.
'Cause you could get two of the same exact things, but totally different price range.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to be careful.
For
with that.
sure. And like different stores will give you a different price. Like when I tried to sell my GMT Master, my Rolex, I got a bunch of different prices. Like
Right.
one of them was super low, like $6,000 or something like that. And then I got a reasonable price, so I sold it to them.
I'm saying it all depends on like what you're buying, how many
Yeah.
carat gold, how many carat diamond or whatever. But
Yeah.
just always have more than one person.
Yeah.
Like you're looking around.
Thanks,
Right.
man. I
Nice
appreciate
to
it. Yeah, nice to meet you. All right, there's not much at the end of this block, so I'm gonna cross the street and do it again. Oh, right in front of us is Seawave Diamonds. I bought a watch from these guys, so maybe they'll let me film some stuff inside. They didn't let me film inside. You know, I half expected that. I was kind of hoping that somebody would let me, you know, do wrist rolls and things like that inside the store. But I get it, they're protective of their merchandise, so it is what it is. We get a few of those wrist shots later. Beautiful Sea Dweller, two-tone date just, two-tone date just Wimbledon dial, another two-tone date just Wimbledon, and date just, date just, date just. You know, a lot of date just. Explorer 2, date just, Daytona, beautiful Daytona, two-tone Wimbledon, Oyster Perpetual, I think, and a Polar Explorer 2, and a date just. There's our Air King, sitting there all fat.
I said, well, you better go pay another. You're the one that
Now, if I could stop filming Panerai, we can get a look at this absolutely gorgeous Daytona. I'm not sure of the reference number, but my God, what a beautiful watch. I mean, I don't love the strap, but the watch makes up for it.
She's good to go. Yeah.
This is my kind of section. Mostly Rolex, bunch of bluesies, ceramic, subs, GMTs, all the good stuff. Polar Explorer 2, pre-ceramic Explorer 2. Big fat Yachtmaster, Sky Dwellers. Now I try on a Sky Dweller later, and let me tell you, it is not too big. I was wrong. That watch is beautiful. It fits me very well. And then, your typical Datejust and stuff. And back to square one, where it all started. Alright, so that was 47th Street. Now we're gonna go to Wempe. Let's check up on my Submariner. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna be there yet, but it's been like 6 months since I put my name on the list, so we'll see. Okay, on the right we have Saks Fifth Avenue. They sell luxury clothing, high-end clothing, things like that. And in front of it is St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is a very famous cathedral in New York, and we'll get better pictures of it later. That guy on the right there, he rides around and asks people if they want rides on the back of that bike. It's all over the city. On the left here we have Rockefeller Center with that big building, and there's a nice plaza in front there. There's an ice skating rink and some shops. Really cool place. On the left we have some stores like Cole Haan, nice stores like that. And then again on the right is St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's just gorgeous. I mean, when you're in front of it, the size of it, it's so imposing. And it's beautiful. I almost get hit by that guy on the bike. It's alright, it was my fault. And on the left here we have a statue called Atlas. It's a bronze statue. It was built in 1937, and it depicts, the ancient Greek god Atlas holding up the heavens. I always liked it. Whenever I came down here, I always liked that statue. Lego store on the left. Big, huge Victoria's Secret store. Probably their flagship store. One more look at St. Patrick's. Just gorgeous. Richard Gere walking by. Now coming up on the left is the Nike store. It's their flagship store, and you'll often see people lining up all the way down this block, sometimes around the whole block, when new sneakers come out, you know, like limited sneakers. And, you know, it got me thinking, if Rolex did that, would there be a big long line around Rolex? Well, yeah, and I'd be in that line. You know, before I was into watches, I was actually into sneakers, and, you know, I've waited on a few of those lines. Now across the street on the right, we have the Cartier building, and this building was built in 1905, and it's been the home of Cartier since 1917. They have the whole building, and it's beautiful. Now as we walk under this very nice scaffolding, you have some nice stores on the left, Zara, Hollister. Sometimes there's models standing outside Hollister, like male models with their washboard abs. So unfortunately we didn't get to see any of them. But there's Tissot on the left, good old Tissot. But more importantly, on the right we got the Rolex building. There we go. The infamous Rolex building in all its glory. Soon to be taken down, soon to be demolished and replaced with, you know, a new building. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, as I said, you know, the Rolex building is not going to be as it is there for much longer. They're going to be taking it down. And I'll link the video I made about said demolition on the corner of the screen now. Microsoft store across the street. Now on the left in front of us we have St. Thomas's Church. It's another beautiful church. There's a lot of really nice churches on Fifth Avenue in this little stretch of Fifth Avenue. And they're all kind of built in the Gothic style, which is really nice and big, you know, imposing. I mean, look at the size of this entryway. Now, next to St. Patrick's, it's, you know, dwarfed, but it's still a respectable church in its own right. Speaking of the right, we got Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer. Trying to be all sneaky over there. We see you, Tag Heuer. Here we go, we're walking up on Wempe. You know, it's a beautiful storefront. Normally you can get a better look at it, but right now it's under scaffolding. But again, it's very nice scaffolding as far as scaffolding goes. And here we are.